We are live. We are live. We are here. We are in the house. Good morning, everyone. It's Pete Cohen, or should I say good evening? It's slightly confusing, but that's what happens when you leave the country and you go somewhere else. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Feel free to share this. Let's get this information out there. In fact, I need to share it too because it's that good. That's how good this is. Good morning. Marty is here. Marty, I don't know if you're wide awake, but you can always come and see me, Marty, because we're actually in the same hotel. You can come to my room. I'm in 7. It's miles away. See if you want to see if you can get here, you'll be more than welcome to. And Wally, I'm in 6:30. Hang on a second. Better make sure that I give you the right information. 6:30. It is in another part of this hotel. So good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, or good evening if you are in Viva Las Vegas. I need to share this. Here we go. No, that's not it. How is everyone doing today? Thank you for joining me. There we go. We share it. Look at that. 42 comments just come in like that. You guys are amazing. You know, you inspire me. And today is a day where we review everything. I really appreciate everyone's really got stuck in this week. And I think a lot of people have had what I would call some revelations, some real kind of really waking up and starting to realize a few things. And I'm going to say a couple of things today, as I often do, that might become very powerful for you guys to start thinking about. So this is the week all around inspiration. And I don't know what you look at. You might have noticed something that normally I talk about the meaning of a word. And I haven't done that this week. I haven't done that this week because I have a problem with the meaning of the word inspiration. Now, I want you all to think about what that word actually means, what it means to you. To me, it means understanding that if I want something in life and I really want it, listen, please understand this. One of the greatest books ever written, Napoleon Hill, I thought I might have a copy of it here. Napoleon Hill talks about, I'm going to slow down today, not just because I've hardly slept, no, because I know I speak fast a lot of the time. And there are a couple of things that I really want to say that I think deserve a little bit of reflection. So I don't know about you, but for most of my life, I was definitely driven away from where I was. I didn't like where I was. I wanted to prove to the world I was good enough. I didn't think I was good enough. So for most of my life, I've been incredibly driven away, but probably driven the most. It's led me to do lots of things, like obviously things like being on television, work with great people, write lots of books, travel all over the world, all this sort of stuff. But my motives for doing it was I almost wanted something back from the world. And I realize now that motivation, it doesn't really last. If you're looking for something deeper, a deeper sense of fulfillment, it's living the inspired life. And look, my mission statement is this: inspire people to be better than their best every single day. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Now, what's yours? This is something I would encourage you to think about, coming up with your own kind of mission statement, your philosophy of moving through the world. For me, the word philosophy means lover of life, lover of wisdom. But this is the real key thing. I look upon all of you right now. I look at Simon Jordan. I look at Lisa. I look at Paul Thorne. I look at Marty Malone. I look at all of you. I look at all of you as what I would call warriors, right? Warriors. The people who are here this morning at 7 a.m., you are warriors. You're not a librarian. A librarian is someone who reads lots of books, right? By the way, I just finished my journal yesterday. That's what I wrote yesterday on the plane. Just a whole load of stuff on here. So a bit of I like to get into the library, but really what I'm trying to say here is that I'm inspired to be a warrior, to get this information out, to use the information myself. And I would really encourage all of you to start thinking about that. Becoming a warrior in your life and say, I'm a warrior, not a worrier. That's like my mum. My mum's not a worrier. She's practiced being a warrior, but she's really a warrior. You know, to keep going forwards no matter what. If a problem comes, she'll find a solution, and she taught me that. And that's what I'm here showing up for you guys every single day. So this has been the week of inspiration. And the problem I have with the meaning of the word in the dictionary, it says about a feeling that you get to mentally stimulate yourself, you're right? As if to say you've got to sit here and be inspired to then go and act. And I say, no, 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 no. Inspiration is something that you see. You might be stimulated by seeing it in your head. And next week, I'm going to show you some modern tactics, right? Using some ancient philosophy, modern tactics, and being able to put that all together in a way to help you to survive in the modern world. I know that the image probably here isn't too good because the Wi-Fi signal isn't too strong. Can everyone hear me? Is everyone with me? Make today the day where you say, I'm going to be a warrior, right? Everyone say it right now. I'm a warrior. Not a warrior. I'm a warrior. Warrior, 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 warrior. Right, Jane Benson? You're a warrior. Right, Michelle? Right, Desi? Right, Vernon? You're warriors. That means that you take what we do. It's like I've given you a weapon, like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play it. We might as well. It's a tool, right? Here you go. Look, it's not a book. You think, oh, that's a good technique. I've got a problem here with my phone. 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is a tool for a war. It's like a shear. It's a way of moving through the world that you can take things on and bring it on. This is another one, guys. We look at 3 major techniques to help you. One is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The other one is bring it on. Come on, bring it on. If a problem comes your way, just take it. Say to yourself, come on, bring it on, because your infinite potential, your inspiration is on the other side of doing something that you didn't want to do. Does that make sense? For me, that kind of summarizes the whole week. The whole week. You see, look at the numbers. You look at the numbers that people have watched in the morning. Some of you have watched every morning, but some, your motivation has dwindled for whatever reason because the numbers aren't as high. But that's okay. You've got to be inspired because you know where you're going in what we call 3D. And that's what we're going to work on next week. I'm committed to all of you because I believe in you. I believe in you like maybe I sometimes think I believe in people more than they actually believe in themselves, but that's okay. Maybe if I do it long enough, some of you will eventually go, you know what, I do believe in myself. And the support that you guys give each other is just unbelievable. In the My365 Facebook pages, especially the elite group, it's unbelievable to see just how amazing you are in helping and supporting each other. Thank you so much for all of your comments. I will try and I will broadcast here at some point and show you around the casino or show you some of what goes on in Vegas, because it's a pretty crazy town, I can tell you. So let's just recap again. What we're looking at is understanding that diminishing intent. If you have the feeling about doing something and you don't act, see, the inspiration will come when you start to act. If you inspired to do something and you've got the intent to do it and you don't do anything with it, that intent will go. That's why in those first 5 seconds, you've got to go. You've got to do something. I didn't feel like doing yoga here this morning. You know, what time is it here? It's like, I don't know, 10 past 11 in the morning, in the evening. You know, my mind's a little bit all over the place, but this is the challenge, right? Can I still fill in my journal? You know, can I still read a page of Think and Grow Rich? Can I still be consistent? Can I still be the best version of myself? Can my duck be a superhero? And I ask you today, make today the day where you finally decide whether you want to become a warrior of your life, a hero. For those of you that don't know what a hero is, the word means a protector, to protect each other. And I think there's not much more I really kind of need to say. We're gonna look. So does that make sense about the dictionary? It was almost saying you get that feeling by sitting and doing nothing. Look, if you've got a compelling vision of where you want to go, and that's what I was trying to say at the beginning. Napoleon Hill said only 2% of people really have a compelling vision of their future. And if you say, well, you know, I don't really have one. Okay, well, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? You know, I've met some older people, and their vision is to leave the world in a better place than they came here with, to to inspire other people. I've met some very young people who are very inspired to do incredible things, you know, that they're told eventually that they can't do. What about you? What about all the years in between? What about you? What do you want the legacy of your life to be? See, me, it's all about 100 million people. That's why I want to positively impact 100 million people, and you guys are making that dream come true. I dare you to dream. I dare you to live the inspired life. So think about today. What does the inspired life mean to you? I'm going to take some questions today from people. So just to recap, what are we talking about? The law of diminishing intent. If you have an idea to do something, act on it straight away. If you can, write it down, take some action. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're faced with a challenge in life, just say, come on, bring it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it on. And then understand that your infinite potential, where you're going to grow, is on the other side of doing something that perhaps you didn't want to do. Become a warrior. Decide today that today is the day that you're becoming a warrior. Yes, not a librarian, not someone who's just read the book and go, yeah, that was good. You know, that's what the ancient Greeks, all the ancient philosophers, a lot of them, the Stoics, they put things into action. Marcus Aurelius, who was one of the, what do you call them? One of the Caesars, is that right? One of the leaders of Rome, was a massive believer in the stuff that we're doing, of going to work on yourself, being inspired, inspiring other people. That's what this is all about. So guys, does anyone have a question? I'm happy to take a few questions this morning. Come on, let's think of something. And I'm looking forward. I want to see your videos. I want to see, I want to learn from you. I want to know this week, my 365, it's what have you learned? What have you learned from this week? What have you achieved? And what are you going to do with it? For me, it's more about what are you going to do? So I'm not sure what I've learned, Pete, this week. You know, I'm not, you know, so what? What are you going to do? Even if you're saying, well, I'm saying exactly the same thing as I said last week, that's fine. Every day, get up, write down what you're inspired about. That's the last thing I want to say. Every day. This is the land of big temptation for me. You know, I could definitely gamble, but it's an addiction for me. So I just don't do it. I go and watch and just look at what other people are doing with their lives. I don't look for too long because I've got other things to do. How do I find my passion? How do you find your passion? What are you passionate about? That's the first thing. What have you ever been passionate about in your life? What do you really enjoy doing? That's why I always would start with that question. So who's had a good week this week? I love the life I'm leading now. I love, Mandy, I love the life that you're leading now as well. I think it's awesome. Take us with you, Sandra. Then we can give you support. I'm not sure. I must have missed the thread there. So my mission is to inspire over 1 million people. Fantastic. Well, there you go. If you inspire and I inspired you and you inspire 1 million, then I've only got 999 million. No, 99 million to inspire. Isn't that amazing? We believe in you, Sandra. You're obviously doing something that challenges you, but the hero in you can do anything. You know it. I know it. Yeah, you can do it, Sandra. It's been a brilliant week. Thank you, Desi. I love the life I'm leading now. Wally, I know you guys are actually in this hotel that I'm staying at. Fighting to save my home in this awful situation I'm in from a divorce. I've learned that I'm worth more. Thank you, Jane. Just imagine, you know, that you've chosen this path in life, or whether you believe it or not, you've chosen it. It's happening, and it's important for you to stay strong, so you can look back and think, you know what, I did it every week. Thank you, Jim Lawrence. What a legend you are, sharing his challenge that he set himself to run. I think it was a half marathon last week. Thank you, all you my 365ers. I hope you take away what we're saying here. Remember the law of diminishing intent. Remember 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Practice it to get yourself to take action. Your infinite potential exists on the other side of you doing things that challenge you. Video coming up after the broadcast. That's great, Kate. Tell the people about the Napoleon Hill ebook app. Think and Grow Rich. Easier to read every day. I don't know anything about it, but you guys can go and check that out. Plus, if you haven't bought your ticket yet for the My 365 Summit, there's a link here. Go and check out, go and find out all about it. See what we did last year, see what's coming up this year. And finally, guys, if you haven't shared this, bottom left-hand corner, please share it. Let's get it out there. Let's change the world one person at a time. My week's been okay. I've managed to watch all 5 broadcasts for the first time. So, Simon, to me, that doesn't mean it was okay. That means you've done something brilliant. A lot of other people wanted to do that, but they haven't done it. Let's have a listen to Sandra Bickmore. I'm passionate about my work and helping more people become the best version of themselves through movement and body connection. So here's a tip for you, Sandra. If someone says, what do you do? When you say it without any I's, we's, or me's. So Sandra says to me, Pete, what do you do? I say, inspire people to be better than their best every single day. This is so important to have your own personal philosophy that you have through moving through life. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, and everyone else. Enjoy Vegas. Well, I'm not going to see too much of Vegas, but I've not come here to see the sights. I've come here to immerse myself in some of the work that I do and be around some incredible people. Thank you so much. Let's read that. Had a couple of challenging weeks. Enjoy finding my warriors and keep going. Yeah, we are warriors. We are warriors. About life and seeing young people in the future understand the world and living the needs. That's okay, Claire. Just be an example to everybody else. Be the example. Thank you so much, guys. Looking forward to seeing your videos, reading your comments. Have a great day. Get ready. Next week, it's all going to be about taking ancient wisdom and modern tactics and putting it together to help you thrive in the modern world. I appreciate every single one of you here. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you, all of you. Great week in confidence. My confidence in my running has improved so much because you should start racing. I believe in you. Thank you so much, Sarah. Have a great day. Now, I might have to go and get myself some hot water because there's no kettles in here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Goodbye. I'm still here.